also has to do with how the team is doing, right? A lot of people will buy something when the team is doing well. They're not doing well. It's the best time to attend. Hello, everybody, and welcome back into E.D. Lumley Arena from Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. The Cornwall Colts taking on the Ottawa 67s in the Battle of Ontario here this afternoon. The first of a few this year. As we officially get underway, the Colts back in their alternates here tonight. 2 straight times to start the year. Lyon gets the pipes for the first time this year. Big save early. It kicks free. Picked up by the 67s. They're 4-0 on the season. Cornwall 1-1. It's stolen by Colby Lazan. He's been quiet to start the year as he's knocked off the puck here. Colts back to it. Fernand Olivier Perron goes behind, looks for Lazan. Backhander easily shut down by McKenzie. And he'll hold on to that for a face-off. And if you did hear the news, it'll be London and Kitchener sometime later this week. So stay tuned for that because it's coming your way. Here's the draw, one back, controlled by the 67th. Dever, down the right side. Marnell trying to defend on that. Here's the shot. It's blocked and it goes wide of the net. So the Battle of Ottawa here tonight. Here's Muse shooting it. That went wide. Rebound came in front and the Colts will get it out of harm's way. Pass finds Lazan. Here's Bindelis. Played for Lazan. Penalty coming to Ottawa. And no icing. Vitas to it first. Plays it in front. That just went wide. They do touch up. Cornwall to the power play, their first of the night. Stonehouse heads off for Ottawa, and Cornwall to the power play. Here's the face-off right side of the net. One back by the Colts, and Robitaille picks it up. They'll start up here. Marnell off the boards. That finds Logan. Logan moves in on the power play. Can't get the shot away. Had a good chance, though. And now it's the 67s who go the other way. Short-handed. Here's Foster. Cooper Foster. He's stopped by Lyon, sticking it away. Colts have it back. Marnell up for Logan. Cornwall looking for their second home win on the year. Here's Logan ahead. That found Beliveau. Fed it in front. It went behind the nets. Colts really haven't been able to start it up, and there's going to be a penalty against them here as Beliveau heads off for interference. So now Ottawa will see their first power play of the night here in the Battle of Ottawa. Here's the face-off, one back, picked up by Mayich. Taken away by Fernand Olivier Perron. Short-handed, he has speed. Here's Perron! Scores! Fernand Olivier Perron with a beautiful backhand. It's his first of the season, and the Colts strike first. So Cornwall on the board first. Fernand Olivier Perron with his first of the season. And Cornwall strikes first in the Battle of Ottawa. Draw one, here's Marnell. Up ahead for Colby Lazan. As we mentioned, quiet this year. Here's a shot fought off, and it's in the pads of McKenzie. He plays that down the Muse. Ottawa still on the power play here, now down 1-0 in the game. Here's Stonehouse, moves in, shoots that right on, and Lyon made the save. It was given back. Here's a chance that's sent wide. Lyon will play it, and now he will elect to hold on for a face-off as we're just about halfway through the first period. Cornwall in front, 1-0. So here's the face-off to the left side of the net. One back picked up by the 67s with a shot, but that went wide of the net. Lyon plays it to the corner. Bindelis and Marnell in there. Joe Vita gets the puck and he'll take off. Here goes Vita. You can't stop him. Joe Vita! Big save made by McKenzie. Still held on to here by the Colts. Pass in front. That was stopped. Here's Beliveau to it again. Fed in front of the net. That shot blocked. Mayich, it goes to the corner. Vita tried to pick it up, but Devers to it first. Here go the 67s the other way. It's Pinelli. Down the left side. McDonald trying to get back. Here's the shot. It's fought off by Lyon. Logan couldn't clear. Kept in by Ottawa. Mayich shooting it. Saved by Lyon. He'll play it down. Vita can't clear. Dever, another shot. That deflection goes wide of the net. 6.5 to go here in the first. Penalty coming and scoring to Cornwall for interference. So the 67s back to the power play. They gave up a goal on their first power play, even though it was abbreviated. Here's the draw. One back, controlled by Morrell. Here's a shot. Big glove save made by Lyon. Played to the point, Sermon. It's stolen back by LeBom, and here goes Cornwall. They'll get it back down the ice. And wide of the Ottawa net, but McKenzie plays it with his stick up for Corbler. Corbler in over the Cornwall line and arm up. Is there a penalty coming here? It looks like there might be. Here's a pass ahead for Bindelis. Power play coming to Cornwall. Delayed penalty on the play. Here's LeBom. Back he'll find Ursoni. That finds Fernand Olivier Perron. Trying to kill more of the clock here. Circles off with it. Still holding on to it. Here's Fernand again. He shot that wide and it hit glass. And we'll have a stoppage here as Corpler is going to head off. 2 minutes for tripping. So Kimmy Corbler to the box. Cornwall to their second power play of the night. The first was broken down on taking a penalty. And now Ottawa just did the same thing. Here's a shot blocked. It goes to the corner, picked up by Fernand once again. He was held on to, looked at the official, won't get a call, and Gardner sends it down the ice. Beliveau back to get it for Cornwall. Beliveau in behind his goal, now up the right side, that finds Pearson. Here goes Cornwall. Up the right side, in over the line, the drop pass. Here's Robitaille shooting that, it was blocked. And the 67s are there, but can't get it out. Beliveau kept it in, a bad pass. And Hubin is there. He'll get it down the ice. That's by Pearson and all the way back down. Logan to pick it up. Logan to Robitaille. The pass finds Marnell. Here go the Colts. 15 seconds left on the rush. And Sermon takes that away. Fed that ahead to Robitaille. Power play done. Both teams 0 for 2. Sent it around. It's picked up by Bradley Frazier. Frazier for Beliveau. Colts setting it up. There's a giveaway, and it does just come out. Marnell will get it right back inside. He's taken down, and Cornwall's going right back to the power play again. 0 for 2 in the game. It'll be Corbler going off for the second time in the game. The 67s back to the kill, trailing 1-0 here in the first, searching for a 5th straight win to start the year. Cornwall 1-1 on the season. Here's the draw taken. Mayich has it. Hill center for Stonehouse. Now up on the board side for Pinelli. Pinelli gets that the rest of the way down. Colts reset on the power play here. Now finding Colby Lazon. He's been quiet to start the year. He'll try to do something here. Lazon! He's stopped by McKenzie, and he holds on to that for a face-off with 51.5 seconds remaining here in the first. First battle of Ottawa, First battle of Ottawa this season. And both these teams fighting for points. Here's Logan, moves in and shoots. Walker save made by McKenzie. Here's Muse. Gets to the Foster, but the Colts did a good job keeping it in, but that was only momentarily as Mayich turns it over. Lazon's after it. Colby Lazon took it away, and now Lazon gets pickpocketed, has it back again. Lazon, Pike with Lazon, taken back by the Colts, but it comes back out and down the ice with 4 seconds remaining here in the first period, and that will do it for the first. 1-0 Cornwall after 1. The goal scored by Fernand Olivier Perron. It's his first of the season, and the Colts have the edge on Ottawa through 20 minutes tonight. Shots a goal in the game are 8-5 for Cornwall. The hits are 5-4 Colts. Face-off 7-3 Ottawa. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. A short-handed goal for Cornwall. They're on the power play for a few seconds to start the second. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Edie Lumley Arena. Cornwall on the power play still for 28 seconds to start the second period. Up 1-0. Fernand sent ahead for Caden Pike. Pike looks. He'll drop. Was on. Shooting. Save made. Rita back to Lazon again. That didn't find his reach though, and Pinelli gets that back out. Here's Pinelli stepping in on goal. He'll shoot it right on. It's fought off by Lyon. Pike trying to get it. Picked up by Stonehouse. He stopped the rebound in the slot. And the 67's the only ones there. And now the Colts get the puck back again. Here's Colby Lazon taken down. Another power play going to Cornwall. Brady Stonehouse will head to the box for his second penalty of the night. And the Cornwall Colts will go to their 4th power play. They're 0 for 3. Here's the draw. One back by Cornwall. Logan trying to get it down low, gave that away, and here comes Gardner, short-handed. Colts trying to catch up. Logan can't. Here's the stop. And now the Colts go the other way. Logan sent down the icing warning here, and it will go against Cornwall. 1:27 left in their fourth power play. The power play has failed to succeed so far this season for Cornwall as they still search for their second power play goal. They're 1 for 8 on the season coming into this one. Here it's picked up by Logan, sent ahead to Beliveau, and here come the Colts on the power play. Beliveau inside, looks for a pass. He'll find it. It's Marnell. Robitaille backhand, easily stopped. And now plays it to the front to Frazier. Frazier looks for a lane, gets it, fires it wide, and Sermon's there, couldn't clear, kept in by the Colts. Here's Frazier again. That's handled, rebound in the paint. They whack away. It's Robitaille, 30 seconds left on the rush. Here's a pass. Frazier, side door, shut down by McKenzie, and he holds on for a face-off. Just about 4 gone here in the middle period. 1-0 Cornwall in the Battle of Ottawa. Shots in the game are 12-8 Cornwall. This is their fourth power play of the game. They're 0 for 3. Here's the draw, taking one back. Logan looks. He'll shoot it. Save made. The rebound. And handing on it as it came in front was one of the Colts. Here's Hubin. Kept in by Pike. Centers it off to Logan. Wine shoots. That's blocked. And there's going to be another penalty, and it's going to Ottawa. Here's a pass from Marnell. Drops that off to Pike. He finds Logan. Logan looks, fires, scores! It sneaks its way between the blocker and the left post. And the Colts take a 2-0 lead on the away call. So it's Ryan Logan with his first of the season. And the Cornwall Colts extend the lead to 2-0. They were about to get another power play, but do not as they score on it. Here's Horner ahead to Benelli. Colts got to be careful now. They are going to get a penalty of their own. Here comes Smith inside, going to the net. The Colts did a good job taking that away, but do take a penalty on the play. Ottawa will go to their third power play of the night. They're 0 for 2. Here comes the face-off to the right side of the Colt goal. One back by Ottawa. Picked up on the play. One-timer. Big save made. Here's another Gardner. That's shut down. Foster down low. Looks for another shot. Won't get it. LeBomb clears. It's picked up again by Ottawa here. And now, after it goes Frazier. Has to be careful with it. Here come the 67s. Corbler shooting it right to the chest. Lyon has that. And the Colts pick it up in their own end and flick it up the board side for Marnell. He can't get it out. Vindelis will try now. And back down the ice, he does get it. Chasing it down is Frazier. Drops that off. Picked up again by the 67s. Here comes Corbler. He has 2 penalties in this game. Moves in, centers it. They score! Wide open lane, and it's Gardner who finds the back of the net and gets Ottawa back in it. It's 2-1, and it is a power play goal. Nice pass, better shot. This one beats the netminder Lyon just above the blocker, or sorry, just underneath the blocker rather, and that armhole. Face-off coming back to center ice, so 2-1 just about halfway in this one. Face-off one picked up by the 67s, and Cornwall's got to be careful as here comes Gardner inside to the net. He stopped, a huge save by Lyon, and now the Colts getting another penalty on the play as Corbler gets a shot away. That's handled. Behind the net, they look back out front. Colts trying to get a touch on it. They still can't. Now they finally will, and Ottawa back to the power play. They're 1 for 3 here tonight. Joe Vita heads off, 2 minutes for hooking. So both teams have had 4 power plays in the game now, as Ottawa looks to tie things up here in the second. Here's the draw, taking one back, picked up. And there's going to be another penalty on the play as a stick got up on the face-off, and it's going against Colby Lazon and the Colts. 5-on-3 Ottawa. You can hear the boos raining down here in Eni Lumley as the 67s have a glorious chance to tie it now. Face-off one back. Here's Mayich. Centers, Muse, looks, centers. Dever, winding, firing. Save made by Lyon. Drop back to Stonehouse. Here's another shot that didn't get through. Dever a try, that's blocked. And McDonald's there, and he'll get it out. just back to center ice. Muse grabs that again. Here comes Muse inside. 1:15 to go on the power play. Here's the shot. Big save made by Lyon. Played it down instead of holding on to it. And it's in behind the Colt goal. They need to get it out here. Pinelli. Here's Muse. Shot blocked. And the Colts can't clear it. Dever in front. Pinelli stopped by Lyon. A huge save. Here's Stonehouse. Another chance. They score! It's Pinelli on the 5-on-3. And the Ottawa 67s have tied it. 2-2. The Colts could not clear. They're in penalty trouble here. And Ottawa gets rewarded with their second power play goal of the period to tie this game right up at 2 apiece. So the face-off back to center ice. It's a brand new game and still 34 seconds left on the 5th Ottawa power play in the game. Here's the draw, taking one back, controlled by Mayich, and that is going to be another. As the Colts entering frustration mode as Sam Christa take a penalty here. Back to the 5-on-3, go the 67s. They were down 2-0 in this game. They've tied it up, and they're back to a 5-on-3 looking to grab the lead. 2 for 4 on the power play here tonight. Mayich centers, Dever fires. Good save made by Lyon. And it's picked up by Bendelis. He will clear. It doesn't get out. Vita does get it the rest of the way out. And that will do it for that power play. They're now 2 for 5 on the afternoon. Here's Stonehouse. Centers, Dever, stopped by Lyon. Here's Bendelis, and he'll get it the length of the ice. Sent back down. It's controlled by Mayich. Lazon after it, picked up by Mayich. Lazon's been quiet to start the year. No assists and no goals for him. Here's Dever, big save made. Pearson clears. It comes right back in favor of Ottawa. Stonehouse shut down. Rebound doesn't go. Bounced away. Fernand clears. 2-2 late here in the second period. Ottawa threatening. They're 4-0 on the year. Cornwall 1-1. Here's Pearson. And is there going to be another? Yes, there is. Cross-checking. It's going against Fernand Olivier Perron. And yet another power play to Ottawa here in the second. Well, right as they are killing off that other 5-on-3, they're going to go right back to a penalty kill again after killing that one off. 7 power plays in the game now for Ottawa. Corbler kicked out by Lyon. Played to the front. They score! There it is. The 67s have grabbed the lead on power play goals. It's Gardner with his second of the night. And it is indeed another power play goal. Their third of the afternoon. They're 3 for 7 on the power play. This one goes shelf. It's just a perfect shot in tight. And Ottawa takes the lead here in the Battle of Ottawa. It was 2-0 Cornwall in this hockey game. They got to get back to the attack. Here's Colby Lazard. As we mentioned, quiet this year. Gets a shot on net. It's easily stopped by McKenzie. Played that down to Sermon. Pass up the board side. That's Corbler. Corbler in over the Cornwall line. Mardell grabs it back. He'll send that off the boards for Bendelis. Now having help, it's Fernand Olivier Perron. And going to the net, looking for a shot but didn't take it, was one of the Colts. Here's Morelli. Looks to just get it out of the zone. It's now Cooper Foster taken to the boards by the Colts, but Gardner brings it ahead. Here's Gardner. Was on, caught up to him in a hurry. Vita taken down. Power play going to Cornwall. Sent down the ice, and they're going to race to it. Touched up by Ottawa with 11.5 seconds remaining in the second. 3-2, 67's lead. So Cornwall will go to the power play. They're 0 for 4 on the night. Something has to give. We're on one back. Here's Mayich. And he'll just clear it out to Barlas. Taken back by the Colts, it's Robitaille. He has Frazier. 3 seconds to go in the period. One last shot, and it's easily knocked away at the buzzer. Cornwall had a 2-0 lead, but they end the second period trailing by 1. It's 3-2 Ottawa. Shots in the game, 24-15 for the 67s. It's 11-10 Ottawa. Face-off 17-7 Ottawa. 3 for 7 on the power play. Cornwall 0 for 4 and a short-handed goal. 3-2, we go to the third now. Welcome into period 3. Cornwall Colts and the Ottawa 67s ready to go here for period 3 as the puck is dropped and we are underway. Here comes Caden Pike moving in, shooting it, scores! A quick shot to start the period. It's Caden Pike. It's a power play goal. The Colts' first of the night. Their second of the year. And just 13 seconds into the third, we're tied at 3. So a wazer of a shot by Caden Pike. He's the goal-scoring leader for Cornwall. It's now his third of the season in the first 3 games of the season, and Cornwall has tied it. Here comes Dever inside. Sent back to Pinelli. Kicked out by Lyon. Vita back to collect. Here's Marnell. He finds Bindelis. Bindelis circles. Plays that to Marnell. Now to Vita. Now ahead to Lazon. Lazon moves in. Lazon shoots. He fired that high. Fernand. Back to the corner, down for Lazon. He'll sneak in tight and try to tuck that. But McKenzie read it all the way. Here's Muse. To Stonehouse. Sent ahead for Pinelli. Pinelli back in the Cornwall zone. He takes a hit. And now Lazon and the Colts go the other way. Pass finds Joe Vita. Vita looking for help. He has Lazon going to the net. Here's Lazon. He scores! It's his first of the year. Colton Lazon gives the Colts the lead back. 4-3 early here in the third. Well, you can't be quiet forever when you're Cornwall's top prospect. Colby Lazon gets his first on the season, and Cornwall restores the 1-goal lead. Here's Mayich, and here comes Ottawa the other way. It's Muse. Fernand took that back. The pass finds Vita. Colts send it back in the Ottawa zone. That ricocheted off the side of the net. Goes in behind. It's Lazon after it. Got to be careful. Here's Vita. Vita going to the net. Backhander. Big save made by McKenzie. And he holds on to that for a face-off. Just about 7 gone here in the third period. It's the Colts 4, the 67s 3. Face-off to the right side of the Ottawa net here. Taken one back by Cornwall. Marnell trying to get it to the net. Bindelis just held the line. Bindelis has a lane, moves in and shoots. Fired that off the glove of McKenzie. Kept in by Frazier. Here's Dever back to it. Sent ahead, that finds Pinelli. Trouble now for the Colts. Breakaway, it's Pinelli. He scores! His second of the night. And we're tied again. It's 4-4. The 67s never go away in the Battle of Ottawa. Yeah, 8:42 of the third period. Luca Pinelli, you just can't give him this time and space. And again, he's going to go just underneath, or just above the pad, in between the blocker and the pad, to tie this game up. Second of the night for Pinelli, and we are square again. Here's Frazier, looks for Pike, kicks it ahead. That went all the way down and around. Muse. Sent ahead, that finds Mayich. Here come the 67s. Halfway through the third, we're tied at 4. Marnell will bring it in for Cornwall now. Looks to the net. Frazier shooting it. Good block by the 67s. Bindelis moving in. Here's Bindelis. Has a lane. Backhander. Stop. Rebound. Oh, open net, but Caden Pike couldn't get the rebound. Robitaille. Here's Frazier back to it. Colts inside again. Trying to hold on to the puck. Robitaille. Man in front. There's the chance. Pike. Stop. They score. Hard work down low. And Robitaille puts the Colts back in front, 5-4, late in the third. So Owen Robitaille picks up his second of the night and his second of the season. And his first of the night, his second of the season, and the Cornwall Colts restore the lead. Gardner kicked out by Lyon, has to be careful with it. It's in the blue paint, gave it away, and Corbler stopped. Picked up again by the 67s. Corbler in the corner out front. What a stop! They score! Oh my goodness, a huge save, but the rebound popped right out front. And moments after the Colts took the lead again, Brad Gardner records a hat trick and ties it for Ottawa at 5. Big save in the splits, but the rebound slips right underneath. as he is not in correct position to make the rebound stop. And this game's tied at 5. So the face-off back to center ice. Moments after the Colts scored to take the lead again, they have given it up again. And this Ottawa team has been doing it all year so far. 4-0 on the season for a reason. Here's Beliveau, fed ahead, it's LeBomb in front! Big save made by McKenzie! As it comes late here in the third, here's Foster to Gardner. 3 goals on the afternoon, you gotta shut this guy down. Gardner shooting it, here's the chance, blocked by Moran. Sent ahead to McDonald, here go the Colts. McDonald looks, he has numbers going to the net, Moran centers it! What a stop again by McKenzie! As that's the second 2-on-1 late. Here's Beliveau, feeds it in front, that went off the post. Vita has it again, last minute, shoots, what a stop by McKenzie. Still free, that stop. Bouncer in the paint, they whack away, it goes wide. Sermon trying to get it out and survive the threat late here in the third. Here's Sermon, kept in by the Colts, Vita has it. Joe Vita to the net. He's stopped by McKenzie. Moran with it, down low, pressing late. Here's Morelli back to it in his own end, and he will finally get it out of harm's way with seconds running down here in the third period. Bindless taken back. One last chance. It's Vita again. Shoots! Stopped by McKenzie, and we will go to overtime. The Colts with glorious chances late, but McKenzie kept his team in it and gets them another point. As even if they lose this game, they'll have 5 straight games with a point recorded. Shots after 3, 30 aside. It's 5-5. We go to overtime. It's 15-13 for Ottawa. Power plays 3 for 7 Ottawa, 1 for 5 Cornwall, a short-handed goal. Faceoffs 20-11 Ottawa, 5-5 after 3. Welcome into overtime. The Cornwall Colts and the Ottawa 67s in their first meeting this year in the Battle of Ottawa. Pass finds Vita. Vita steps in, couldn't get the shot. Had to be careful with it. He turned it over. Now steals it back. He has Lazan going to the net. Here's the pass. And they fan on it. Now the other way. 2-on-1 Ottawa. Here comes Mayich to win the game. He's stopped by Lyon. Rebound in front. Pinelli. He stopped looking for the hat trick. Vita fed ahead. That finds Lazan. Lazan has an opening. Gave it away. Mayich takes it back for Ottawa. Back inside they come. Penalty going to Cornwall. So Bindless will head off for tripping, and the 67s back to the power play. They're 3 for 7 on the night. This will be their 8th of the game. Face off to the right side of the Colt goal. Taken one back by the 67s. Got to be careful with it here. Stolen by Cornwall. Here's Caden Pike. He'll bring it ahead. Has numbers. Marnell. Here's McDonald. Fans on it. A job well done by the 67s, cutting him off. 1:05 left to go in overtime. 5-5 here from Cornwall. Face off to the left side of the net. One back by the Colts. Here's Marnell, short-handed. He'll dish off. That finds McDonald. Has a lane to win it. He's stopped by McKenzie. Here's Gardner holding on to it. On the power play, Hubin now. Hubin in over the Cornwall line, trying to go to the net with it. He'll look, he'll center, Gardner, blocked, rebound, kicked out by Lyon. Colts trying to go the other way, they'll just clear it out. 20 seconds left at overtime. Here comes Hubin, here come the 67s to win it. What a play by the Colts to deflect that away. Here's Pike, 12 seconds left in overtime. Caden Pike sending it around, he'll look for reinforcements and finds Marnell. Marnell looks, drops to the point, 3 seconds, here's a shot that's blocked, and we're going to go to the shootout tonight from Edie Lumley in Cornwall. What a hockey game in the Battle of Ottawa. We knew it would shape up to be. It's 5-5 going to the shootout. Shots a goal in the game, 33-31 Ottawa. Hits are 17-13 67s. Faceoffs 21-13 67s. 3 for 7 on the power play. Cornwall 1 for 5. And sorry, it's actually 3 for 8 on the power play now. Short-handed goals, 1 for Cornwall, none for Ottawa. Shootout coming up. Welcome into the shootout. It'll be the 67s to shoot first on the road. And who other than Gardner? He has a hat trick in this game. He'll try to continue that. He scores! From right to left, he beats the netminder Lyon inside the left post and gives Ottawa the lead. Here's Colby Lazon in round one for the Colts. Lazon scores! He went to the backhand and didn't make a mistake. 1-1 after one round. Round two for Ottawa. Who are they going to go to? And they're going to send it down here to Barlas. Here comes Barlas. Middles, backhand, scores! He beat Lyon inside the left post and gives Ottawa the lead back here in the shootout in round two. Round two for Cornwall. They're going to send it to Joe Vita. Has great hands. Here's Vita. Vita stopped. And a chance to win it for Ottawa as he can't beat the netminder. 67s look to make it 5 straight. Here comes Hubin in on Lyon. He's stopped by the glove of Lyon. And shooting now is Caden Pike. If he ties it, we go another round. If he misses, it's over. Here's Caden Pike going far right to left. Pike to backhand. It's over. The 67s find a way to come back and stun the Cornwall Colts here tonight. 6-5 in a shootout in the Battle of Ottawa. The Colts dropped to 1-1-1 on the year. The 67s improved to 5-0-0 on the season. And that is your final score here tonight. Coming up next, if you're still with us, it will be the Sarnia Sting and the North Bay Battalion from North Bay.